Hello friends, welcome back to my channel and our today's topic is Cartesian coordinate system. As you can see over here, I have a graph. This is a horizontal line passing from the graph and this is your vertical line. This horizontal line is called as x-axis. Okay. The right side is called as x and the left side is called as x dash. This horizontal line is your x-axis and this vertical line is your y-axis. The upper part is called as y and the lower part is called as y dash. The intersecting point between this x-axis and y-axis, that means your intersecting point between this horizontal line and your vertical line is called as origin and its value is 0, 0. Again, the intersecting point between this x-axis and y-axis is called as origin. Now, whenever I have to plot any points, we have taken some examples to plot the point in this Cartesian plane. So, first of all, we should know few things. What are this called as? This x-axis and y-axis part is called as first quadrant, which is denoted by sign plus plus. As you can see, there is x-axis is also positive and my y-axis is also positive. So it is denoted by plus plus. Now this is called as my second quadrant. And its sign can be also be seen from its positive x-axis and negative x-axis. See over here, there is my x-axis and this x-axis is negative. This is my y-axis and it is positive. So, the sign over here will be minus, plus. This is my third quadrant. And the x-axis and y-axis signs are, I have my x-axis as negative, so I will write minus. I have my y-axis also as negative. So, my third quadrant sign is minus, minus. Now, I have my fourth quadrant. And as you can see over here, my x-axis is positive and my y-axis is negative. So, its sign would be plus and minus. Okay. Again, the first quadrant have sign plus plus. Second quadrant have sign minus plus. Third quadrant have sign minus minus. And fourth quadrant have sign plus plus. How did I decided this sign? By seeing my values of x. Whether my x is positive or negative. Always you need to consider that my x-axis number or sign will remain always at the first position and my y-axis number and signs will always remain at the second position. So, taking that into consideration, x-axis is always first and y-axis is always second. Now, I have few examples to plot over here. I have my numbers to plot over here are alphabet A, B, C, D and E. Let's have a quick recollection that how to plot the coordinates in your Cartesian plane. Whenever there is two numbers, they are called as coordinate, in which your first number is always your x-axis number, which is called as abscissa. What it is called? It is called as abscissa. And your y-axis number is called as ordinate. Always make sure and always remember your x-axis is always in front and your y-axis is always at the second position. So how you will plot 4 and 3? So take a perpendicular distance of 4 from x-axis and a perpendicular distance of 3 from y-axis. That means your point A will be over here and name it as 4, 3. These are my coordinates of point A. Okay. Now, as you can see over here, the other numbers or other coordinates of point B are 3, 4. Now, you need to make sure that 4 and 3 and 3 and 4 are not same. Why it is not same? Let's have a quick look over here. As I have 3 in first position. That means my abscissa is 3. So taking 3 from perpendicular distance from x-axis and y. So as you can see over here, my plotting is over this point. This is my point B and its coordinate are 3, comma 4. So it is clearly seen over here that 4, comma 3 and 3, comma 4 are not equal. So whenever you are plotting any coordinates, you should pay attention to what is your abscissa and what is your ordinate. Now plot point C. Okay. How can you plot point C? It's 2, comma minus 4. That means it's one is positive and one is negative. In my first two cases, it was positive, positive. That is why it was in the first quadrant. Now, as you can see over here, it's positive, negative. That means I want my abscissa 2. That means over here, and my ordinate as negative 4. So my point C will be somewhat over here. Name it as C and its coordinates are 2, comma minus 4. So this is my plotting of 2, comma minus 4. Now as you can see over here, for the plotting of point D, there is number 0 and 3. Now, whenever you have your one digits as 0, your plotting will be on the axis. Where will be your plotting? It will be on your axis. As you can clearly see over here, my abscissa is 0. That means my x-axis has no numbers. That means it is 0. And my y-axis is 3. That means over here. So my number will be point D. Name it as 0, comma 3. Now make sure first always comes your abscissa, the number of x-axis, and second comes always your ordinate number of y-axis. The point EO coordinates are minus 4, comma 3. Now how can you plot this? Minus 4, comma 3. That means I want minus 4 on my x-axis, which is over here. Plot this as minus 4, comma 3 and name its ordinate as E. Okay. So this is your Cartesian plane, which is very easy and you can easily solve and you can easily do and plotting your questions asked over there. Okay. Thank you so much for joining. Join again.